Prince Harry's Boeing controversy turns Invictus Games into a war zone. Prince Harry has set off a firestorm of controversy, and this time, it's not about his family. His recent remarks about Boeing's sponsorship of the 2025 Invictus Games have ignited a fierce backlash, turning what should be a celebration of resilience and triumph into a heated corporate and political battleground. Harry questioned the ethics of having Boeing, a company profiting from military warfare, as a sponsor for an event dedicated to injured veterans. His stance was clear. A defense giant funding a competition for those wounded in war was, in his view, an uncomfortable contradiction. But Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg wasted no time firing back. He defended Boeing's role, not just as a leader in aerospace and defense, but as a committed supporter of global security and veterans' rehabilitation. Ortberg went further, calling Harry's comments hypocritical, pointing out that Boeing has actively contributed to veteran rehabilitation programs that, ironically, align with the very mission of the Invictus Games. Corporate and military backlash. Harry's statement wasn't just met with pushback from Boeing. His remarks sparked outrage across the corporate and military sectors. Executives from other major sponsors, defense officials, and veterans condemned his stance as reckless and divisive. Many pointed out that the Invictus Games receive funding from multiple corporate sponsors with complicated histories, yet Harry chose to single out Boeing. One defense official went as far as to say that Harry's comments reeked of virtue signaling rather than a genuine ethical stance. Others questioned whether this was just another attempt by the Duke of Sussex to position himself as a moral authority, while benefiting from high-profile corporate partnerships of his own. Veterans speak out. Among the most passionate reactions came from the veterans themselves, the very people the Invictus Games aim to support. Some expressed deep disappointment, arguing that the focus should remain on the athletes and their recovery rather than corporate politics. Boeing has funded numerous rehabilitation programs for veterans. One former U.S. Marine stated, "If they want to support us, we should accept their help. We don't need this kind of political drama overshadowing what the games are supposed to be about." However, others backed Harry's stance, questioning the ethics of accepting money from a company that profits from war. "It's about integrity," one British veteran remarked. "We shouldn't pretend that military contractors have clean hands when it comes to veteran welfare." Hypocrisy, Harry's own corporate ties under scrutiny. But the criticism didn't stop there. Many were quick to point out Harry's own financial partnerships. He and Meghan Markle have multi-million-dollar deals with corporate giants like Netflix, which has been accused of profiting from sensationalized content, and other high-profile brands with controversial histories. If Harry is so concerned about ethical sponsorships, why doesn't he scrutinize the companies that pay him? One commentator wrote on social media. This accusation of hypocrisy hit a nerve. While Harry criticizes Boeing, he himself has engaged in business deals that raise ethical questions. This double standard hasn't gone unnoticed, leading some to speculate whether his stance is truly about morality or just another way to stir controversy. The financial fallout. Who pays if Boeing walks? One of the most pressing questions now is financial. Boeing sponsorship contributes a substantial amount to the Invictus Games. If Harry insists on cutting ties with the company, who fills the financial gap? A defense official suggested that if Harry is serious about his opposition, he should personally fund the shortfall. If he wants Boeing out, let him pay up, the official said. Otherwise, this is just another case of talking big without taking real responsibility. Final thoughts. What should have been a moment of unity and celebration has now turned into a divisive political debate. Prince Harry's attempt to call out Boeing has drawn intense backlash, with critics labeling him a hypocrite and defenders praising his ethical stance. Meanwhile, the Invictus Games now face financial uncertainty and an unwanted spotlight on corporate sponsorship ethics. Was this a necessary conversation about morality, or just another headline-grabbing move from Prince Harry? And if he truly believes Boeing shouldn't be involved, will he put his money where his mouth is? One thing is certain, this controversy isn't going away anytime soon.